set of resources, more resources.
Yeah.
But then deep dive investigative journalism, if you're spending like a month on a piece, it's kind of hard to make money off of that reporter because how many other stories are they going to be writing in that time?
Yeah. So that's where it comes in, where because the funding is necessary to support the work of certain journalists and in the media as well.
Is it that we're too small for the private sector to do it?
No. Because even we are controlled by the private sector, the same thing can happen. They can pull funding if we say something that they don't like. I think it's even more destructive. Explosive is the word I want to use. It's even more explosive because they can be triggered by any little thing and they're hold to little account. Versus if the government, I mean, we can report on something and they still have to make their lack of support look good for the public. They still have to kind of say, well, I don't want to actually pull funding from media because X, Y, and Z said X, Y, and Z about me. But, they just have to do it in a certain type of way. Whereas if it's private, they can just pull it just because they don't like it.
Well, I mean, look what happened with the TTPS TV show. One joint select committee later, where ironically the independent senators made the comment, hey, what? Your boy is not in line with your public messaging, and they pulled him, and then it kind of turned the thing into a bit of a mess, at least for a few months. I don't know if the viewership retained, I don't know if it has the same journalistic value, because now current Minister of Homeland Security, Roger Alexander, there were times when he was candid with the people, when he was able to kind of build up a rapport with the people, and he said some truths that I myself was like, well, I could say now that he said it, but I wasn't going to say it. Right? And things that I knew to be true beforehand, and I was like, well, thank goodness somebody is officially saying it, right? I think this was with regards to the fact that there weren't enough devices to ticket people for traffic violations, and they went all digital, so they couldn't just bring out ironically, the paper books, despite the fact that they're not fully digitized. So, look, there's a state media house. To what extent have we seen them be critical and objective while the country is complaining about things?
Yeah.
They're not allowed to be. They are not allowed to be.
And I know people are worried about when it comes to government funding. That the same point you made at the beginning, Sean, that if the government is funding or has majority of the stake in a media house, then they control what that media house puts out. Right? But I honestly don't think that is 100% true, or even if it is, it's not supposed to be that way. Right? Because a media house is, and we learned this in school, a media house is supposed to be a watchdog for democracy.
Exactly.
So with government funding, this is where we have to now differentiate. Okay, the government doesn't have a say in what we put out. The media house does that 100%.
Can you be confident in that? Even because I've already spoken about, and you're probably